Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Tabi, I have a question. Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for all the holidays? Everyone welcome, because this is our Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa holiday episode. I'm your host, Steak, along with my co-host for this week, Tabi.
Hi, everyone.
And I think that you'll want to stick around for this episode. Actually, I know. Don't think about it, just do it.
We need like some low jingle bells in the background this whole time.
That's a good idea. Let me write that down. Low jingle bells all season long. Okay.
Yes. Deck the halls, man.
It's like, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, how have things been going with you? The last episode was the Halloween episode, which we just talked about it, so I almost just said Happy Halloween or whatever, so that would have been great.
Yeah, this whole, this blur of the last 3 months of the year is always a lot. But yeah, I did some handcrafted things this year for gifts. So I was able to get those done. But other than buying like the last minute food things, because I did this the first year I lived here with one of the girls. We did like a Christmas morning breakfast thing, and that was one of her gifts. And she loved it so much. I did it a second year, and now it's just a tradition. So I have a last little bit of, goodies, shopping, and things to do. But other than that, I think I'm pretty much wrapped up.
Well, hopefully you like doing it, because now you're doing it for life.
Yeah, I know. I do enjoy it. It can be challenging but fun to find a different recipe each year.
Yeah.
And we've had a few fails where we just ended up having something different for breakfast.
Oh,
but
yeah.
She enjoyed it.
That's funny. Yeah. That's what it's all about for cooking, is trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. My thing with cooking is, like, I'll hate when I'll get, like, a recipe online, and I was like, oh, man, okay, they're hyping it up, and then you get it, and it's like, I followed this exactly, and, like, this doesn't have any flavor to it. It's like, cool. Like,
Right.
those are usually the ones you print off of some random website or whatever, and it's like, okay, if it's a YouTube video, it's usually pretty good, but if it's, like, a random website, it's like, okay, this recipe is not it.
Yeah, we like to try recipes, and if we basically like it, we'll write down whatever notes and changes we want to try for the next time. And we rework it until it's like a family recipe, and then we print it up and we have a little recipe book.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe I need to start doing that. Even though a lot of the recipes I make that end up just becoming in rotation, I don't really change them up all that much, because if they're a hit the first time, they're usually pretty good. But I haven't had many recipes that we liked and I had to salvage. You know what I mean? Like, usually it's like, if it's either good or it's like terrible, as far as so. But did you say wrapped earlier? I think you did. So
I did.
did you want to? So let's go over. For the end of the year, Spotify sends out these wraps. When did they start doing this? Do you remember?
Did they ever not do it?
I don't know. I have only started using Spotify, like, probably the last couple of years, because before that I was using, like, Amazon Music for whatever reason. And then somebody turned me on to Spotify, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just, like, on the family plan. I had been using Pandora before that, but I think since I've been using Spotify, they've been doing this wrapped situation.
Okay. That's legit, though. So, I guess,
It's fun to see amongst your friends and
yeah.
things.
So like most people probably I know what Spotify Wrapped is, but if anybody's watching this and they either don't have Spotify or they've never used Spotify, it's like a year-end review of, you know, your top songs, your most, like, the amount of minutes you've listened to music, like, you know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. That's pretty much like,
That's boring.
yeah, I'm trying to think if there's, I mean, like, they do give you a bunch of other stats, but a lot of it's like, you know, it's not anything to, you know, write home about. But,
It's a fun way to just be like, oh yeah, I was listening to that artist a lot, or like, oh yeah, that podcast really is great.
yeah, no, for sure. I had to go back and actually find mine because it was like, I had it, and then it was just like, where's it at? Okay, so, I guess we didn't really talk about how we want to do this, but I guess we could just go ahead and, I don't know, like, I'm kind of interested, how many, like, minutes did you have that you used, like, Spotify?
It was just over 46,000.
Okay, holy crap.
What about you?
Mine was only, like, 9,918, so, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I guess I just wasn't using. Well, you have a family plan, right? So it was probably counting all the minute. Or no, I guess is that just your account?
Yeah, that's just me. I listen
Jesus.
to a lot of podcasts, and
Mm,
if I'm in the office or if I'm at a client's home who isn't working directly with me, I'm
right.
listening to podcasts.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
a
usually
lot,
listen to that kind of
most of
stuff on
this,
YouTube.
I think it was like most of this is just podcast
Oh,
minutes.
okay. I mean, that's cool. I was just like, I usually like will listen to like if I watch something or listen to something that's like that, it'll be on YouTube so I can get like the video version. But like it makes sense that it's
Uh,
on like on Spotify or whatever. Yeah, I don't have a single podcast. There was one I think that I subscribed to a while back, but like they haven't done an episode in like forever, so I haven't. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
watched it or whatever.
Yeah, usually if somebody stops posting and it's been a year, I just unfollow it. I don't
Yeah,
need it.
yeah,
Like plugging up that area.
yeah, yeah. I hear you on that one. So are your top artists all like podcasts then, or?
Well, they do break it up
Oh,
between
okay,
single
like music and
your
stuff.
artist and your
Okay,
podcast.
I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Because it was funny when I saw all of my top songs and artists, it was mostly Benson Boone that I had mentioned on a
Yeah, yeah.
previous podcast that I was listening to him a lot. And I was like, oh, yep, there it is.
Wow. Wow. So okay. So what's your like number 5 artist?
Let me see.
You're like
Oh, okay.
you just ran out the door.
No, I have it in front of me. I took screenshots of everything because I knew we would be talking about it. So I just had to find the right
You
one.
can't prepare.
So my number, of course I did. My number 5 artist is Shaba. She is somebody that I follow on YouTube, and she just started putting out music this, I think it was just this year, and yeah, so shout out to Shaba for making my top artist.
Nice.
But yeah, you'll have to tag her. Her stuff is really funny.
Yeah, it's like so like I have a feeling that like a lot of yours is gonna be like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like are a lot of yours like I don't know. I'm probably out of the loop. Are they like indie or folk stuff or?
Oh, you really called me out on that one.
But I don't know. I didn't want to say they're indie if they've been around forever, and it's like, okay, well, you know, this guy just doesn't know anything.
Well, because my number four artist is
Hmm.
somebody called A Gift from Todd, but there was this song that went viral, Hostile Government Takeover, and I listened to it on a loop so hard that that's why that artist is there from
Oh
that one
wow.
song.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that was really niche. And then my number three is actually a local songwriter that I know, Katie Oberly.
Okay.
She just had her her EP Web just came out, and I like went to her party album thing and her concert, and it was really cool and a lot of fun. And I actually, before that came out, I interviewed her for the newsroom for my business and did
Okay. I was wondering. I was like, that sounds familiar, but I wasn't sure. Like,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're like, I've heard of this.
I'm like next. No, I'm just kidding.
But
I've
no,
heard of
like
this. No, no. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's cool though. I mean,
she's yeah, it's like indie folk.
yeah. I mean, definitely not. I'm not. I was just kind of like, I think I know where this is going, but I'm not sure. I don't think. I'll tell you right now, and nobody would be able to like guess where mine ends up going. But you keep going here with yours or whatever. Mine's like all over the place. Also, did you find out like what your like age is? Because I give you like a.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so my number two top artist was Noah Khan, which is another like folksy kind of
Nice.
artist, but you know, is pretty well known at this point. And then yeah, my top artist was Benson Boone, obviously.
Mm.
But yeah, my listening age, it said I was 19 since I was
Yeah.
mostly into new
Yeah, I
music.
was gonna say like all those. I was just like, yeah, you're gonna get like a super low score. What were your like top five songs then?
Let's see. My top songs, number one and number two, Benson Boone, Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else, and Mystical Magical. And then my number
Wow.
three was that Hostile Government
That's
Takeover.
right. Yeah. Okay.
And then number four goes back to Benson Boone, Man and Me. And then number five was I Feel Like Throwing Up by Ryan Casada. He's a trans artist who is kind of, you know, in that
Okay.
indie vibe again.
That's funny. Like you say that because like I have songs that made the top, but my artist there isn't an artist that you know what I mean, like a corresponding artist for that for my top.
Yeah,
So it's like I listened to this one song, but for some reason it was like no. So okay, it made the top
interesting.
song, but it didn't make the top artist. Like I don't get how that works, but
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that it did seem so jumbled.
is that what they classified your top genre as? Like folk or indie or something, or did they say that?
Yeah, I had alternative pop, indie folk, indie rock, pop
Oh,
rap, and then dance pop.
dang.
Yeah.
I just have this in card or whatever that just has like just the small facts and stuff. It's like, okay. Jeez. Well, man, you the Benson Boone, he really just, you know, took over. Was it
I know.
3 out
Well,
of
that
5 songs for your top?
yeah,
Was that okay? Dang.
yeah. Well, that's what happens, I think, when you listen to an album, or
Mhm.
I do have a tendency to like a few songs and then just go and listen to my liked list for
Mm.
a while.
That makes sense. Yeah, totally. It's just I'm kind of surprised. Like mine's just freaking all over the place, dude. It's like also like my when when they gave me my age, it was like
Yeah.
61. So yeah,
That's what I was hearing, but like that's what everybody else was getting really old, and I was surprised that I didn't get older, but
yours makes sense why you I think you didn't get old because you like are listening to like artists that are kind of newer or like that are hip and stuff, and like
Yeah.
the only reason I think I didn't get like 90 is because of my number one artist. All the other ones, it's like number 5 is Toto. Number
Yeah.
4 is the Beatles.
Nice.
Number 3, because I listened to one song off of this video game soundtrack, Sega Sound Team, so I don't really know. Elton John is number 2, and
All
then
right.
number 1 is Gorillaz. And the
Oh, all
only
right.
only people still actually doing something out of all those people is like Gorillaz and like kind of Elton John, but he's kind of had to retire because of his eyesight, sadly. But like, yeah, but like,
I mean, I think Spotify called it. I think they're about
yeah,
right.
and they're like top genre yacht rock. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, so okay, so I said all those, and then like my number 5 song is like it's kind of tied amongst like a bunch of other ones when I looked, but it gave it to like UHF, which is like the theme from like the Weird Al movie UHF, and I'm like, so how did that get number 5, but he wasn't in one of my top artists? Because I don't have a single Beatles song on my top 5. I don't understand.
Interesting.
And also, okay, so like number 4 is that from the Sega Sound Team 36.5, and then it's like that makes sense. But then number 3 is Motown Philly from Boys to Men, and they're not on the list randomly. I'm
What?
I'm like, okay. But then Pamela from Toto, and then Silent Running from Gorillaz. And I don't have a
Hmm.
single. Well, okay, so I say I don't have a single Elton John song, but it also picked UHF, even though it has the same amount of plays as um, the other like the Elton John song that I had. So it's like, which I think was I'll have to check real quick because I have. Did you get a did when they like I don't know about you, but they were like, do you want to save this playlist or whatever?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
always do that.
yeah. So let me check and see here. No, it's still the same. Well, no, it's like "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me," which was 23 lessons, and then 27 was either "Living in America" or UHF. So James Brown almost made the list, which I don't know if that would have made me younger or older. So
Probably about the same, honestly.
yeah, I wrote down
Yeah,
these. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Like
no,
I'm
it's just
sorry.
like, how do they calculate such specific ages too?
They were probably like these bands have been out freaking forever. You know what I mean? Or like yours are fairly new, or like they haven't. Like you said, some of those had literally just come out with albums, and I think that's the reason why Gorillaz saved me is because they kind of came out with their album, and they've been doing stuff frequently, and they've got a new album coming out in March. So it's like, whereas
Yeah.
everyone else hasn't really cut a new album in like forever. So it's like when's the new James Brown album coming out? It's like I usually stick to like I'm not against obviously I will listen to like newer stuff, but it's like it just depends on what it is. And I've always been I think it's harder for me to like find music because I'll just stick to the same stuff. But you know, I'm not against branching out. I just have to kind of be turned on to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, like, I thought this whole system, like you're talking about, is weird because, like, if I go to my top albums, my number 5 is a Cher album, and like
right.
that's the time she appears anywhere. And how did that not
Hmm.
age me?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I assume that probably like Elton John and Cher probably weren't the deciding factor there for me or you. It was probably like for me, it was probably like, hey, you listen to, you know, Elton John. Well, not Elton John. Probably the Beatles is what got me because I love the or Toto, but like
Mm.
nobody really. I don't even know that many people that talk about the Beatles that are like younger and stuff. You know what I mean? So you have to kind of be
No.
like turned on to the Beatles by like an older like a parent or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
And even like their solo stuff. I mean, it's what it is. But I'm like, I did have some questions here about this, but some of these questions, it's like once we went through the Spotify Wrap, it's like, who showed up most on your Wrap this year that surprised you? And it's like, well, none of them really surprised me, and I'm pretty sure none of those surprised you, right? It's like,
Well, Cher in general isn't surprising. I was just surprised when she just like randomly showed up this one time.
she's like, she's like, do you? But and then she like left.
Did you get the did you get a club at the end?
Yeah,
That was
I
like,
forget what mine was. It was like a sun or something like that. I think was
oh, it was
mine.
probably Club Serotonin.
Yeah.
That's the same as mine.
Yeah, it's like it's what is it like? You're into like happy and good vibes and stuff like that or something, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I mean that's pretty much me in general. Like I don't know, I don't really like it
Well,
when
and
like.
that's like the music that you were listening to.
Yeah,
That's good
true.
vibes. Like that's stuff I would listen to as well. It makes sense. We're in the same club.
I'm not into like death metal or anything like that.
I mean, in a specific mood.
I'm like,
There's
ugh.
I like a lot of different music depending on
Yeah,
what kind of mood I'm building. If you want some death metal for the gym or something,
for the gym. I'm like,
Yeah, when you're
whoa.
hitting those weights.
Yeah, I know, right? I need to like, I need to hit the gym more, or at least like, it sucks when it gets to be this time of the year because it's like colder and stuff. Because I was riding the bike every single day, and I kind of don't like riding a bike in like in a place because I'm not going anywhere. I'm just kind of like half the fun of riding a bike is like going out and actually going somewhere.
Exactly.
And same thing with walking, but like when it's really cold, I'm like, man, I don't really want to go outside. But it's like I had a checkup recently, and I was like, they're like, are you still this amount? And I was like, and I was like, I'm not sure because I don't weigh myself frequently.
Mm.
And let's just say it was not the same.
Yeah, that
it was
happens.
more, and I was like, no, I was doing so well, and then like I hadn't had I didn't go out and exercise, and then Thanksgiving hit, and just all this stuff. So it's like cool, but
Well,
you know,
I think that's like half the reason why people end up getting a dog is so they're like forced to go out and get a little exercise every day.
yeah, yeah, generally, um, I just wish that like.
I'm like when you post about a new dog.
Yeah, well, I just wish that like the climate was a little better sometimes where we live, or where it's like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it really did. It dropped so suddenly. It's been hard to deal with.
hmm so give me one second here.
So, do you listen to podcasts at all on Spotify? Did you get anything there or?
No, because I haven't listened to podcasts on Spotify in years. Like, I do, I think, have one like saved here, but it's like from years ago. It's
That's right.
Kicking It with the Coves, which is like Martin Cove from like Cobra Kai did like a podcast with his um his family at one point, but like the last time they did it was like June 2022.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And then I think maybe you turned me on to this, or maybe it was, I can't remember if it was like Ariane, but like somebody turned me on to this podcast that I haven't listened to in a while because I'm so far behind, but it's like called Weird Little Guys or something.
That sounds good though.
So that must
I
have
don't
been Ariane,
also-
I was assuming, but I think it's
Yeah.
about like let me see if I can find the description here if there is one. Okay, about weekly show about the worst people you've never heard of, talking beyond the headlines to know the race warriors and aspiring terrorists trying to unravel the fabric of our society. So.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that was definitely Ariane.
Yeah.
That sounds
So,
just like.
shout out to Ariane and weird little guys. I don't know. I listened to a couple episodes. It's one of those things for like I'll listen to audio, but a lot of times too I'm into like visual. I mean, I guess maybe if I drove around a lot, it would be different. But like, I mean, I'm watching a video while I'm driving. But like, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, if that makes any sense.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
What about you? What were your like top podcasts? Because I know if you're working and doing other things, like the field that you do, it probably, if you get down to business and you're actually just doing stuff sometimes, like with things here and there, it's probably helpful.
Yeah, it's nice to have something going on in the background that I can like half pay attention to because it helps me focus on what I'm doing in front of me.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I have This Ends at Prom. It's a movie podcast or a podcast about movies.
Nice.
Then I have Sounds Like a Cult.
Okay.
It was something that my partner introduced me to, and they go through all kinds of things, like Labubu, or you know, probably have done like Spotify or something, or like they just do random things in pop culture and talk about if it's cult or not. There was one of like teachers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, cult is like it's really playful, although occasionally they do cover like actual cultish
like stuff.
things. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a bit of a more playful take on the term.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it can be a lot of fun to listen to. There was even one about like the cult of marching band.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it's funny to like listen to it and hear their takes and what they're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of my friends back in high school were in like marching band and stuff like that. It was like no joke, man. They went
Yeah,
to, like,
it's a lot of work.
championships and all kinds of stuff. It was like, okay, dang. Yeah, like you said, it's a lot of work. Like, I don't think there's many people that you can't really be out of shape in a marching band. I mean, you'll become in shape pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, if
Yeah,
you keep with it.
standing under the sun for 2 weeks
Oh my
will
god.
do that.
Yeah. It's out of control. I'm like, what the hell? Let's go ahead and do you want to switch over to Christmas movies or holiday movies or whatever that you, have kind of gotten to like and watch each year?
Yeah, I did write down a few
Nice.
that I thought of right away.
Okay.
I'm wondering how many of these are on both of our lists.
Well, I
Because
guess we're about to find out.
right? I feel like the original Grinch,
Oh, nice.
right?
Nice.
Home Alone,
Nice.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice. These are all ones that, like, when I posted that video a couple days ago, a lot of people mentioned these, and I was like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, especially like Nightmare Before Christmas. I was like, so that's one that I know that you're a huge fan of, and not that I'm not a huge fan of it, but like you're like a mega fan, and like so you watch that at least twice a year, I would assume, right? Halloween and then Christmas. It's got like
Usually.
dual what's it called, like
Dual
citizenship?
purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got dual citizenship
In your
of
heart.
Christmas Town and Halloween Town.
That's cool though. I mean that you can get that much out of a movie. I mean, not that you can only watch a movie during a certain time of year, but it definitely has a different feeling and stuff. But yeah, go ahead. What else do you have on your list?
Well, those are my big top three that I
Ah.
always make sure to watch during the holidays. But then I also just really like those, like the TV classics, like the Rudolph and Frosty.
Mm, yeah, for sure. Nice. Yeah, those are. Did you guys ever watch like? I know another one that was along that vein was like the Peanuts Christmas.
Yeah, I always really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I like the little dance, always cracks me up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I remember watching. I mean, that when I was young, that was pretty much all there was. It was like, hey, we've been playing these for years, and this is pretty much like they started making more classics. It seemed like, but like they were still playing like, and they still play them today. But like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like the Grinch, Charlie Brown,
Hmm.
Christmas, and like all that stuff because they hadn't made like this was like years and years and years away from like something like Elf, and I think that like Christmas Vacation hadn't even come out yet,
Uh,
so it was like that kind of thing. Now, I mean, if I was little, I also probably wouldn't have been watching it. I would have been like, "What's going on?"
right. It was just cartoons for you.
I was like, "That's pretty much what they would." Yeah, they would just play that, and I think like I can't remember when A Christmas Story came out. Maybe around like the '80s as well, because it's set in like what the '50s or
Oh,
'40s or
yeah,
something.
that's another one.
Um,
Are these on your list of like your must watch?
um, so like not so since I've watched them so many times, like if my parents really like like those ones and stuff, and I'll like watch them if they're on. But like for me, like um, I think like what I would like really watch or want to watch would be like Muppet Christmas Carol, because I think
Oh,
that's like the
nice.
best one of like that of the Christmas Carol. Um, and then I'm trying to think because I had this list written down like and I forgot to transfer it over, but I'm just trying to think off the top of my head here. Besides that one, um, what is it? Ghostbusters 2 because it kind of takes place around like Christmas. Um,
Is this like the Die Hard for
yeah,
you?
yeah, it's funny because a lot of people like will watch Die Hard around Christmas, but I really don't. Like, I like
I've
it,
never
but I'm
seen it.
also like, you know, I just I think I've kind of seen it so many times. I'm like, I'm good. I mean, I would watch it again, but like, um, yeah, Christmas Vacation that came on the other day, and I watched pretty much the whole thing because it's always like pretty good.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm trying to think what else. It's like you came prepared, and I had my list, and I was like, I'll remember this. And then as soon as we like started talking, I like completely forgot like what um you know
Well, do
what I
you go
mean.
to like the Miracle on 34th Street or
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about those.
what's
I
the
I
other
really
one?
liked that one back in the day. Like the I watched the original and then I also watched like the remakes. I think they're both really good. Like
I don't know if I've seen the remake.
yeah, the one with the guy that plays like um what's his name? The guy you remember in Jurassic Park? The guy that like do you remember Jurassic Park or have you, I'm assuming you've
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah, I've seen that one.
But like the guy that comes to try to get like the two paleontologists to come to the park. He's like the old guy or whatever, and I can't remember what his
Yeah.
name is. Like he's in the movie, but he plays Santa Claus in the remake, and like there's a lot of stuff that they do in that's like different from the original one. Where like um, there's like a deaf girl that like shows up to Santa, and like he actually like signs to her and stuff, and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So, which I don't know if they did that in the original. Maybe they did, but it's been a while. So, but there's a bunch.
Right.
But it's really good. Like that one. Yeah, I really like both of those. Ernest Saves Christmas. That was one of the
So,
other ones.
oh yeah, yeah. You mentioned that in one of your reels.
Did you guys ever watch those back in the day, the Ernest movies?
Uh, like I've seen them a little
Yeah.
bit, but my mom didn't like them,
Mm.
so she would prefer to put on like It's a Wonderful Life or something.
Ernest doesn't save Christmas.
No.
She's like, Ernest sucks. You're like, okay, dang.
She just liked the older stuff. She
Yeah.
wasn't into like, the newer
She's just
humor
like, I don't
of
want to
it.
hear anybody laughing. You're like, help me.
No, she wanted to just be in the feels.
I'm in the feels. Yeah, my other ones were Klaus from like it's a Netflix movie or whatever about the origin of Santa Claus.
Oh yeah. Ooh, what about the Santa Claus?
Oh yeah, with Tim Allen.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's legit. Like, I don't really remember the other ones being like as good, but I can't remember. Maybe they are, and I just don't.
The first one is solid. We introduced that one to the
Yeah,
girls, I think just last year, and they really enjoyed it. You have to like wait until the kids don't believe in Santa
yeah,
anymore,
I can't
because
believe
then they
that.
can be in on all the jokes.
Yeah, who would not believe in Santa though? Can you believe that? It's ridiculous.
I mean, I think we all hold just a tiny little seed of hope that there's someone out there that sneaks down our chimney once a year.
You never know if anybody's watching this, and you're still, you're getting presents from Santa. You never know. I hear him right
I
now.
mean, we do still have presents from Santa under the tree. Like
Nice.
they're usually family gifts.
Yeah, well, Santa can't be everywhere at once, so he's got
Or
to have
can
his
you?
helper elves, like the family. Hey, Santa. Hey.
The
Um,
family.
the family. Um, yeah, one of my other ones that I think many people haven't heard of was Secret of Giving with Reba McEntire and Thomas Ian Griffith, and like it was like a Hallmark movie we watched one year for the podcast when we did Buddy Shots, and I was like, because that was the same year we watched Santa with Muscles with freaking Hulk Hogan, and that movie sucked. But like, The Secret of Giving was like a breath of fresh air. I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually really. It's not the best movie ever, but it's definitely like if you want like old Western pioneer kind of feels and stuff like that
Yes.
during Christmas with like kind of like not I wouldn't say like a God message, but like a that Reba McEntire like country like stepping into an old school Cracker Barrel kind of thing.
Right.
It's definitely legit. I mean, I like it because I like watching movies too that like they show winter during like I don't know, like Little Women time or something like that, or like old West times, and it's just like it's cold as hell. Everybody has to be around like a fire and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I like that. And like the big snowflakes coming down
Right.
with some hot snow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
And I love Reba. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. It's funny during like when we used to do those episodes. I liked some of the best episodes were like that one, and then when we watched Rhinestone with Sylvester Stallone and Dolly Parton, and I was just like,
Oh,
dude,
nice.
Dolly Parton can act. She is freaking good. Like it's a kind of a shame that she didn't do more movies. Like yeah, she can sing, but like her acting, I was just like, she's better than like most people on screen. This is really good. She just seems authentic. It's like it's like, and that's pretty much like when you watch a movie. If you just feel like the person is authentic or they're like their character, it's like okay, well they've already done their job. So
And I think she's just an authentic person, and
yeah,
that just goes through in everything she does. She's always been like, this is who I am, and I'm going to be who
yeah.
I am. And some people won't like that, and, that's fine.
So what you're saying is she's like Popeye. She'll be what she is, all that she is.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Popeye. Hashtag Popeye
At
rules.
least the spinach is green and it goes with the Christmas theme of this whole podcast.
Yeah.
We're just tying it back here.
Where's there? Why is there not a Popeye live action Christmas movie? This is ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. I don't think anybody knows who the hell Popeye is anymore. Or do
No.
they?
There's gonna be a weird uptick of Googling who Popeye is after you release
And
this.
they'll just find Popeye's chicken, and I'll be like, cool. Well, so I wonder, like, I've never looked into that. Is that related, or is it literally they were just like Popeye? Because Popeye's not trademarked; it's just a name, right? So, like, at least I think it's not trademarked.
I have no idea.
Because
I've
it's like obviously Popeye isn't like, hey, chicken rules. So it's like, I could see if he was like
No.
a fish restaurant because he's on the sea all the time, right? But like, I don't know. Anyway, this is not the Popeye episode yet. That'll be upcoming next year, 2026 slate. The first Popeye episode ever to go 20 hours long, no interruptions.
Oh my
So we talked.
Yeah, okay.
What
Nothing else.
is there a Christmas movie that you think is like overrated? Not to bring hate into it, but I mean, like, I guess it's not hate if you just don't like something.
Overrated, man. I feel like the easy choice is Die Hard because I haven't even seen it.
Right.
And it's like an action adventure movie that just takes place during Christmas, so people say it's a Christmas movie,
Right.
and I'm
I think
unsure.
I think more so like the debate is kind of overrated because it started off as kind of like a,
Yeah.
hey, it's a Christmas movie because it's like it takes place during Christmas, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's cool, so it classifies as it, and then it became like people were asking the director and the actors what they thought, and then it was like, okay, it's like a meme that kind of like wears thin. It's like, okay, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like at this point, whatever. But what about like ones you've actually seen, like that you're like, you've seen it and you're like, it's okay, but like I think it's like, for me, like, I don't want to like hate on Will Ferrell, but like he's kind of like, I'm not like a super huge fan of him, but like I feel like people kind of either love or hate Elf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen it once or twice. I feel pretty indifferent about it.
Right.
But I know that he is kind of like misses as an actor for me
Yeah.
most of the time. So I just always kind of chalked it up to that rather than the actual movie.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe that one and Step Brothers. I think are the only ones where like his ridiculousness actually works or makes sense because it's like, okay, one Elf, he's like literally still like a childlike figure. You know what I mean? Because he grew up as an elf, but he was a human. And then like with like Step Brothers, he's like a coddled man child, along with like like his half brother. So it's like, okay, his ridiculousness like kind of makes sense in those movies. Like not like
Yeah.
you have to like love it, but like some of the other movies I've seen, I'm like, help me. He's like going nuts. I really like him. Honestly, I think the best movie he's done was Megamind, which is, I don't know if there's anybody out there
So I
that's
haven't
a fan of
uh,
Megamind, but I think so.
No, I liked him when it was SNL, right, that he was on?
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
where like
liked him
definitely
when he
everybody
was
was
doing
like,
skits.
yeah, I think like that's where everybody was like, dude, Will Ferrell rules. Obviously
Yeah.
he was doing some great work on there, and then like some of the stuff became like you said, it maybe became whatever the same kind of stuff, but like Elf, yeah, it's okay. It's not like that's not one I don't know if I would be like. I feel like it's overrated. Some people might say, hey, I think it's overrated. I'm trying to think like honestly, like I came up with this question, but I'm trying to think if there's a Christmas movie because usually Christmas movies are like good natured and well meaning, so it's kind of hard to be like that movie's overrated, because it's like I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Like a traditional Christmas movie is supposed to be like warm
Right?
fuzzies or
Yeah.
And it's hard to be like, no, that sucks.
Yeah. I do. How about this question? If you could like recast like a role in a classic like Christmas movie,
Oh no.
like who would you choose?
Ah,
You know, like
you got
Benson,
some hard questions.
Benson in Die Hard.
And then I'll watch it. That would be funny if all of a sudden it was a musical,
Yeah.
an action musical.
I bet they've probably either thought about it or already done like a version of Die Hard that was a musical somewhere, because they're doing one in I think it's the Schuster Center in Dayton, like next year for Back to the Future.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was like,
That's cool.
wonder how that's gonna work out. I was tempted to go and see, but yeah, I don't know. I personally I think that like if a Christmas classic is classic, a lot of times they'll end up like redoing it. Like they've done The Grinch a couple times already. I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to do anything with like I don't know, like other holiday classics like like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But at the same time, like I don't know what you would do. Like what, just like do different animation? You know what I mean? Like I feel like it wouldn't really. People
No, it'd
really
be
aren't
like
in the.
some Disney live action situation. Like it would be like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, maybe. But like, because they cast like Benedict Cumberbatch in like the CG, like the 3D CG Grinch, and then they had Jim Carrey in the live action one. So like they have done that before. It's just, and I think those ended up being actually like at least the Jim Carrey one is pretty well loved by a lot of people from what I've heard. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I enjoy it.
so it's like I don't think it's unheard of because they redid like the Miracle on 34th Street and like that one. I don't think anybody that's seen it has like anything bad to say about it as far as like you know at least like what they were trying to go for. But
Yeah, I haven't heard much about it.
yeah, I don't know. I came up with a question that I didn't have an answer to. So how do you like pineapples?
Right? I've never thought about it.
It's probably
And like
because like a
who
lot of that stuff's classic, so you
people
don't
are
really think
cool.
about remaking them
Yeah.
because it's like yeah.
It's like what kid could play the Home Alone kid now? And like they did do that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just that it's even the stuff with sequels, like it's the originals, it's the first one. Like those are the ones that you
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah, I think it's funny because Macaulay Culkin was actually talking about. He was like, if they came up with like a script or an idea, I'd be down to do another Home Alone where like he was like he's like divorced or like something like that, and he's looking after his son, and he gets locked out, and his son is like setting traps for him because they're like estranged or whatever, and he's like essentially like what the robbers were trying to get into the house while his son is like setting traps for him or whatever. And I was like, that's
That's
actually
not,
kind of a funny idea. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I would watch that for sure. I think
Oh, definitely.
eventually that'll happen. I think they'll do like another Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin at some point, because I think it's also like he and a lot of other people have kind of come to accept roles that they grew up being known for, and you know what I mean, and either like embracing it, that kind of a deal. So like, we'll see. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'd love it. I mean, when I was a kid, I was like, I can't wait for Home Alone 3 because I loved the first two because we went and saw them in theaters, and then like a third one just never came to theaters with Macaulay Culkin, so I was like, this sucks. It's kind of the same thing with like the Turtles movies. I was so excited for like a fourth Turtles movie, and the third one did so horribly that they were just like, we're done. As a kid, it's
That's
like, well, there's no internet back then, so I was just like, you had to just wait until stuff like came out or like randomly saw an article in a magazine. But
Yeah.
you know,
No,
eight,
that's rough.
80s problems. um,
Yeah, now if something doesn't perform super well immediately, they just cut it.
they tax right off it, like Bad Girl or like Coyote versus Acme. It's like we made more money by like not releasing this movie. I'm like, how does that make any sense? Guess that's the way I'm not in Hollywood. I was gonna ask you about the holiday tradition thing, but you already answered that like within the first little bit. So, you actually answered some of the question I had without even knowing it.
It was like it's like other than, we decorate together as a family. Other than that,
Do you already have your tree up, or not already? I mean, it's like what, the 10th.
yeah. The kids ended up having a snow day last week, and they were
Mm,
here, so we did it then.
yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, we've had some precipitation recently, and I guess we'll see. Do you think that we're gonna get any more before Christmas? You think?
Definitely.
Ah.
Yeah, I was looking, and it's calling for snow 2 times this week.
2 times now, y'all. Ooh. Slide to the left. Actually, hopefully not. I'm like, yow! One of the things that I remember from snow in general is like back when I was working at GameStop was my manager Neil walked out to his car and it had snowed a ton. And of course, when you're working retail, like they won't close a store unless like people are being like killed on the road or something, or they're forced to close. You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
yeah. So he's going to his car to like go and try and see if he can get something to eat someplace for lunch, and he literally did like a backflip. Like he hit like some ice, I guess, and he literally did like a complete like backflip and somehow like didn't break his neck. And I was just like, I saw him and I was like, Jesus. So I always think of that when I think of snow.
that's terrifying.
Yeah, it was for me especially because I was just like, well, not especially. I'm like, I was more scared than he was. But like when I saw that, I was just like, holy crap, am I gonna have to call an ambulance? But he like literally just popped up, and I was like, okay.
He's so lucky.
I know, right? But yeah, thank
Now,
goodness.
there was one time it had been snowing really hard, and I think we even ended up closing the store a little early, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't early enough. And on my way home, there was a hill that I had to go down, and I hit ice. And then I saw all of the other cars that had also
And
hit
you were
ice.
like,
Off. There was somebody who had hit a tree towards the bottom. There were
Jesus.
people off in the people's yards. Like, thankfully, I was able to like pull off into somebody's yard, but
Yeah.
it was
Was
insane.
this over? Was this when you were driving where you used to live at that apartment or whatever complex home?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, like that area over there, definitely there's a lot of like hills in that area. So it's like it's funny when you're in the area where like we would work, it's really not that big of a deal, but once you start getting into that other area, it's
Hmm.
uh like that's why like when they would close schools back in the day, we would sometimes still be going to like school, and like the one just over in that area they would always close because there were hills everywhere, and it was like, you know what I mean? It's like,
It's too
well, it
dangerous.
reminds me of like, man, I'm glad I don't live in Cincinnati because it's like some of those roads or some of those streets they like build houses on like Mount Everest. It's like, okay,
Oh my God, I
if you're
know.
not already
I don't
parked, how the
understand.
hell are you getting up like there and parking your car without it like just going right back down? Like, there's no way I would ever. I don't know. I like Cincinnati, but I really wouldn't want to like live down there during the holidays or like during snow.
No, snow is the worst part of driving.
Yeah, yeah, it's bad. I don't know. I I've had times where I've been on like on the highway, and then you hit a bridge, and bridges ice over before everything else because of the wind, and it's like I've started to just drift to the right a little bit, to the left, and I'm like, and then you hit like the solid road again, and you grip again, but it's like there for a bit you're just like tensing. Like, and of course the barricades are meant to like keep you on the road. It's not like I would like hit a barricade and instantly it would fold and my car would be like, see you. But it is
No,
nerve-wracking.
you could like hit the barricade and then spin out into traffic or whatever.
And then just like turn inside out. I'm like, yow! Do you have all your shopping done for the year? Or are you still working on that?
Well, other than like the food things.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Good.
I don't know. There's always a chance if you see something and you pick something. But
Yeah. No, I hear you on that.
I did do mostly homemade things or things for in the future, because especially like now that the kids are older, it's not really gifts that they want. They want money for hanging out with their friends in the summer or something. And like it's nice to help fund those kinds of things. And
that makes sense.
yeah, like they are obviously getting gifts, but the focus is shifting more and more as to like what kind of gift cards do they use down or whatever.
That makes sense. Yeah, when I was little, it was like I want toys and video games. Obviously, as a kid, you don't have jobs, and you're like, I'm getting what I want from like my parents, But like when you get old enough, you pretty much get what you want for yourself, and then it's like, well, I never buy myself like clothes, so I'll take that. Which when I was young, I was like, I want these damn socks.
No, I love a pair of fuzzy Christmas socks.
But now it's like, yeah.
Yeah, now we're old and we're like, actually, yes, fuzzy socks, slippers.
Yeah, now that I'm older, I'm actually like, I want like a watch, like nothing expensive. I just want like something that looks like nice. Like it can be like a couple bucks, like, like that kind of thing. Or like, I want to like get some like boots or whatever. Not like, more so like, what's it called? Like, I forget what they're called, like biker, like punk boots or something like that. Something that, I don't want something that goes all the way up to my knee, like, Kiss or anything like that, but something that's like, I could wear with like, pants or shorts. And then, I'm thinking about getting like new glasses, because I've had these forever, and like, I don't know, they're just kind of, there's scratches on them that I can't get rid of regardless, so. But it's just stuff like that, where it's just like, just accessories. It's just like
those big ticket items or bigger ticket that you're like, I've been thinking about this for months, but I just haven't bought it for myself yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a garden shovel on my list. Because I'm like, this would be useful. I do a fair amount of gardening and things out in the backyard, as much as we can do.
Well, yeah, it'd probably work for your other job, right? So, like, if somebody, you want to hide something, like a body.
Yeah, no, I haven't stepped into that kind of thing as a side gig yet.
The ultimate.
No, my partner's mom like buy us flowers and things pretty often.
Nice. And then you're like, okay,
yes.
well, I guess I'm gonna be planting these.
I just have like a little hand trowel. Like I like gardening and putting things in the yard to make it nice out there and help feed the bees and all that.
Yeah. Nice. That's cool. Do you have any like secret gifts that you like? You think this like that you've gotten this year that like you're like, okay, nobody knows about this, and this is gonna be like, hopefully this goes really well to give to somebody, like your partner or something.
Yes.
Nice.
I know it will go well.
Ah, this is
But
good news.
it's one of the crafted items that I did. I think she'll really like it because we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary in July, so that kind of opened some opportunities to do
Jesus.
something fun around that.
I'm like,
I,
Jesus! No,
I can't believe it's been 5 years. It really went fast.
yeah, because I mean, I can't remember how, I've known you for a long time. I can't remember exactly how long, but um, long enough to, like, have seen, your triumphs and stuff. And, yeah,
Well, you
it's been a
knew me
while.
before.
Right, yeah. I didn't know how
Yeah,
much you wanted to go into anything about stuff, but like definitely like, you know, before and stuff like that and anything like that.
yeah.
So like yeah, it's just like okay. Like, but then it's like I mean, what? It's 2020 was 5 years ago. It'll be 6 years ago in a couple weeks here. So, I feel like time's been flying for sure.
Mm, definitely.
Time's flying when you're having fun with your partner that loves you. It's good stuff. But yeah, I don't know. In all seriousness, I was, it's something that I was always happy to see that like the more time went on, I was just like, okay, this seems to be like going well. You know what I mean? Because
Right. I think the first year, I think it's like sets the tone for your whole relationship. And
mm-hmm.
like if you get through the first year, you kind of know. And then like as you hit more milestones, I
Yeah,
mean, a relationship can end at any point. It's always you think about it as you're making a choice every day
mm-hmm.
of being with this person.
Yeah,
And you either work through whatever you need to work through or you don't. And that has to be something that you're doing together and you're both putting in the work. And yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Happy Christmas.
so what you're saying is relationship is like a job. You have to work. No, I mean
Well,
relationships. You do have to
not
work.
like
Yeah, you have to.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying it's like not a passive thing.
right. It's not. I mean, a lot of things. I think people are like passive things. Like they'll take on a business and they'll be like, it just prints money, and it's like, well, you have to like work. Like people that will buy a restaurant and be like, this just is
Printing
good, right?
money.
And it's like, you have to
Oh
be
no.
there. And it's the same thing with relationship. As in a business, you have to be there to get the rewards and to make it work.
Yeah, you gotta show up.
Yeah, show the fuck up,
No, you gotta show up.
Tabby. You're like, what? I just told
You
you
have
my
to
deepest secret.
show up.
I'm like,
Oh my god.
what was like? Do you remember like a gift like that you've received in the past that you still like use like all the time? You're like, no, each year I burn every gift I get.
Well, as I've gotten older, I tend to ask for more practical things.
Yeah.
So, like clothing.
Yeah. And so you like
So,
burn
like,
your shirts every year? You get brand new shirts.
yeah, yeah, I just empty all my clothing. It was like Mr. Burns.
Do you still have that Batman t-shirt I got you all those years ago?
Is it the one that has the multiple characters
Yeah, I
all
think it's got
over?
like all the villains or
Yeah.
whatever on it from the animated
Yeah.
series.
Mm-hmm. I have that.
Nice. You're like, yeah, I use it as a dish rag.
No, I can't remember if it's in pajamas or if it's
Oh,
in
nice.
between
So
things.
it's like one of those like things where it's become comfortable enough where it could be like a pajama thing.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
either that or I was thinking about doing something with it as a craft for like a hoodie or something.
That'd be
I
cool.
can't remember anymore. I haven't gotten into that part of my crafting things in a while.
Yeah, that would be sweet. I've thought about like finding a really cool shirt that I like or something that has like a cool print on it and putting it on like a vest maybe or something because like I like wearing like a jean vest because you know me I've kind of worn like done that for years like just in
Yeah.
general but like I'm not really a huge like Walking Dead fan anymore and like the back of it has that huge Walking Dead patch on it and it says Walking Dead on it but I like and I don't want to like take that off because it's like it's a quality. I wish when they had that convention I had bought like multiple of those if I would have known that I was going to like, you know, like it as much as I do and wear it as much, I would have bought like cuz they weren't very expensive at all. They were like $20 or something or $30. So, and I've used it so much, you know what I mean? So if
Yeah.
I had an extra one, I could like take the stuff off the extra one. But I just can't bring myself to take the stuff off of the one I have. But
No, last year for the girls, they both had t-shirts that they really loved, but they had grown out of. So I went to a thrift store and I found jeans jackets and then I like cut out the design. One was a puppy and the other was a cat.
uh,
So I put the designs on the back of the jean jackets, and then I made little paw prints. And for the cat, I did little cat scratches, like near the
oh, that's
shoulders
cool.
on each. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, you could do something like that. You could go thrifting and
Yeah,
see if you
yeah.
could find a jeans
I'll
jacket.
make like a cat jacket, and you're like, I didn't mean exactly the same. I'm like,
I mean,
oh,
take the idea.
yeah.
Making the cat scratches was a pain
Oh,
because
I
they were
bet.
so thin, and I did a black background and then some extra light blue top of the from the shirt itself.
Mm.
But then, like, I had to cut that open after they were sewn together, and then I had to iron these tiny little cat scratches because they curled up. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a
Material
crazy
kind of does that, and it's like
process.
when that happens, it's like, this is not what I was thinking.
No, it was worth it though. It turned out exactly like I wanted it, and I was happy. And they like them too, so
Good. Um, trying to think. So, like, if we started like a new tradition on the podcast, what do you think it should be?
for
Holiday
Christmas
tradition. Yeah.
holiday tradition.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're like,
I mean, probably having someone on to talk about Christmas, right?
yeah.
Christmas and the holidays and winter and ice and snow.
I'm like, let's have a new holiday tradition where we don't talk about Christmas. You're like, uh,
Or like you can only talk about New Year's.
yeah, this is holiday. This is a holiday. Do you have it? So, did you ever do New Year's resolutions at all? I think everybody tried.
No.
I tried doing them. I think when I was younger, but like, I feel like those are a waste of time because like nobody ever. Because it's usually like people are like, I want to go to the gym or I want to lose weight, but it's like that's not like a goal. It's like you have to. I mean, it is a goal, but you know what I mean. It's like I don't know. They say that like a certain percentage of like what's it called like New Year's what's it called goals like did
New
people
Year's resolution.
resolutions people
Yeah.
like don't even like they don't follow them they like drop them right away because it'll be something like that where it's like I want to lose weight so I'm going to go to the gym but then they don't ease into it they go straight out or they like change their diet
Hmm.
immediately and then it's like trying to quit smoking it's like No.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's also a really hard time of the year. It's very dark, it's cold, it's hard to go outside if you're trying to start exercising more. Like, just going out for a walk outside could be like a basic form of building it up, but it's January.
Yeah, true. Very
I
true.
know. I've never gone into the New Year's resolutions thing. If I want to set a goal or make a change in my life, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna wait for a specific time of year.
Yeah.
Like I get the sense of renewal for the new year,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like you said, it doesn't work out for most people.
You're like Michael Jackson. You're like, I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Exactly.
I'm asking him to change his ways. It's like, okay, well, that's you, so.
Yeah.
Please change your ways, me! Okay.
You're gonna get copyright infringement?
Maybe. RIP channel. Gotta start a whole new one. That'll be my New Year's resolution. Start a whole new channel.
Oh.
Get this channel demonetized. Or not
You should have
demonetized, just get it shut down. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything you can think of that you'd like to say to wrap up this holiday episode, or do you have more things that you'd like to talk about?
Do you have any favorite Christmas songs or holiday songs?
Whoa, what an unexpected question. So probably I started to like Elton John's "Step Into Christmas," even though I'm not sure if a lot of people love that one, but like, or like I'm sure you know the other one I like. Do you remember? When we used to work together.
Oh my God, what was it?
The Ringo Starr. Come on, Christmas!
Yes.
Christmas, come on! And everyone's like, this sucks, and I'm like, I like it.
Oh my God, how did I forget about you loving that one? You still
It's just so stupid. It's like
that was so great, so great.
Also, like, one that I found when we were working there that I think I was working in the morning with, like, Ryan or whatever, and, like, you know that one song, like I Want You or something, like, it's like,
Yes.
And, like, so we were working in the morning and looking through the CDs, and there was, like, a Christmas CD of that band, and they have a Christmas version of that song where it's like, I want you for Christmas. And I'm like, they just add in Christmas, like, didn't I say I really want you for Christmas? And it's like, and we were cracking up because literally they just tack on to For Christmas or whatever at the end. It's like, they put Jingle Bells in the background. It's like, huh? So that one's funny. I don't know if I would like blast that one, but
No, I have listened to that one every once in a while.
What about?
I like that song.
Yeah, you like it?
No, yeah. Well, I like the original song a lot. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, yeah, let's do this.
What about you? I'm gonna like look through my Spotify because I do have a playlist I made years ago where it's like Christmas songs that I slowly add stuff to. So, but like, what about you? Do you have like Christmas songs?
I tend to like, in general, just like the more classics. That the 40s, 50s, like that kind of thing. But I really like the Christmas song, The Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. But when I was living with my youngest brother, well, he was living with me.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
He was really into like dubstep and electronic music and things. So we found a bunch of Christmas music
that were like, yeah, back when like dubstep was a thing. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for a few years, like it brings back good memories when I
Nice.
listen to that stuff.
What about Last Christmas by Wham? I think that's one I like too.
Yeah, it's so sappy.
Another one, it's funny, like, I think this is another one that people I don't know if they really like. I think they rip on him for this because it's kind of like, I don't know if it's like a nothing song, but like, Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. Like, having a wonderful Christmas time. The lights are lit. It's like, okay, dude. But it's like, I don't usually listen to like it a lot, but it's like I'll break it out because it's like weird. It's like a Christmas song that's like electronica, almost like it's like got that weird synth and stuff. But then like Ringo's is like, I don't know, like a song that like Queen made or something, where it's like a rock anthem, like "We will rock you." It's like, what? So it's like they're both very untraditional Christmas songs. Like, um, what was that one song on Christmas Vacation? It's like "Malakaliki my heart."
Oh yeah.
It's like where he's like dreaming of like the pool, and then like cousin Eddie shows up, and he's like,
Of course he does.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there any like
Yeah,
Christmas songs you
there's some
like
weird
don't
ones.
like? I used to know somebody that like didn't like that one song like I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
No, I think I like most Christmas
Hmm.
songs, even if they're like pop versions. I
I
don't
like
know,
all
there's
the
just some
variety because
bells in the background.
when we used to work at the same place, it was like once a certain time hit of the year, they would like 24/7 just play Christmas music, like where we worked, and it was like getting any sort of like change was nice. You know what I mean? Because like there's so many
Yes.
different versions of songs and stuff like that that you could have like silver bells be different and stuff like that. But like, do you remember like the radio or like the computer would just pull anything that had like, I guess, keywords? So it would be like Christmas, like you know Merry Christmas, like that kind of stuff, and it put like holiday, New Year, and it had Madonna's like holiday. It would be so nice because it like thought that it was a Christmas song. We could take a holiday, and it was like
That's what
random.
happens when you trust AI to do your
Yeah,
work.
randomly it would just pull the holiday song, and I was like, dude, this rules because this is like the one song that's not Christmas the entire time. It would pop up maybe once every couple days, and I'd be like, "Ee," but it's
Yeah,
randomly.
it was nice to have a variety of covers and things to change it up.
Yeah, it was nice. It would be so nice for a holiday from the Christmas music. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if there is. Do you have any other? That was a good question.
That was the only other thing that I had thought of
Mm.
to talk about. Yeah.
Mm.
I think that might be a wrap.
That is, yeah.
It's second time I've done that.
We started with a rap, and we're ending with a rap.
Right? Right?
Do you have anything you want to say to all your fans out there for the
All
holiday
my
season?
fans. I do know I have one fan for sure that listens. So, hi, babe. Thanks for listening. If I happen to have other fans, hello. Thank you for listening.
This has been Tabi Radio. Um, I'm a big fan of yours, so I just thought I'd let you know. But yeah, just that was a great message. Do you what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say actually before we wrap this up, I did get your card
Oh,
just the other
nice.
day, and I was like, ah, it's actually the first one
No,
I got
that
so far.
That postcard is from Katie Oberle's, like one of her albums, her previous albums,
Oh,
who was on
nice.
Spotify. So that's a nice tie-in.
That's cool. That's awesome. Thank you. Like yeah, I got it, and I was just like, who's this from? Because it was like the front of it, like I had it, and I was like, okay, this doesn't say anything. So I flipped it over, and then I saw, oh, okay. So, heck yeah, your
Yeah,
card got here first. Your
been
postcard, yeah. And I appreciate the
yeah,
words.
it's been a while since I sent a postcard, and I thought it would be fun.
Well,
I know
yeah, I
we
love
usually
getting it.
send each other some kind of card around this time of year.
Yeah, I sent all mine out to everybody, including you guys, yesterday, because it took a while to get them all done, and then put the finishing touches and stuff. So hopefully
Nice. Yeah,
it is enjoyed.
you do a lengthy one. It's a lot of fun to read. It's always a good update.
I usually do that too because it's like I might not talk to everybody all the time that's on my list, but it's like one thing that I can like kind of give people that's like a hey, here's like a kind of like a gift or like a I'm not like I don't like to be like, hey, this is what happened to me this year and stuff because it's like I don't know. We used to get this all the time from like a couple people in our family, and it was just like it kind of felt like humble brag.
Right.
So like to me, I was like, I just hey, how you doing? We need to get together. Hopefully you're doing well, and if there's anything else I can think of that's like specific to that person, I'll put in there, and then certain things here and there. But like, yeah, the cards are fun to do. It just I need to start what I need to start doing is making them in November and then, sending them out later because it's like the amount that I start making is like, okay, this is starting to become, you don't really want to be doing like 40 or 30 cards like in one day. So you spread them out. But anyway, enough of that. Like you said, thank you to everybody that has, is watching this, has commented, has liked, or is just watching in general. I hope that you have an awesome holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Happy holiday. And it's not about what's under the tree. It's about who's around it. What do you have to say to that, Tabi?
Happy holidays and to all a good night.
See you guys later.